William says he fears a mental health catastrophe from lockdowns and call to two hospitality business owners in Liverpool who are struggling to keep afloat. Prince William yesterday warned of a mental health catastrophe if lockdowns stop people socializing. His comments came on a video call with business leaders in Liverpool, the first area of England put under the toughest Tier 3 curbs. They discussed the city's hospitality sector, which has been ravaged by the draconian COVID-19 restrictions. Entrepreneur Natalie Haywood said, "He was very focused on the well-being side of things and spoke of the mental health catastrophe Britain will face if people aren't allowed to experience social aspects of their lives." A royal aide added, "The mental health of the nation is always a priority. And it will only be in the coming months that we see how acutely this is being affected by what is happening." During a video call with entrepreneurs, the royal discussed the challenges the hospitality industry is facing. It came as around 300 workers, from chefs to events organizers, protested outside Parliament to demand extra financial support. Hopes of a high street revival have been dashed by a slump in shoppers and pub-goers on the back of new lockdowns and curfews. Footfall across the country was down by 3.1% last week. Prince William yesterday spoke to Liverpool venue boss Natalie Haywood and nightclub DJ Yusuf. Miss Haywood, who has already been forced to make 40 redundancies from her staff of 200, said, "William was extremely empathetic to our situation and really wanted to listen to what is actually happening on the ground. He was very focused on the well-being of things and spoke of the mental health catastrophe Britain will face if people aren't allowed to experience social aspects of their lives." Yusuf told him that music, socializing and being with friends is absolutely central to dealing with people's mental health, and William absolutely agreed with that. Firms forced to close in areas under Tier 3 are able to use the new job support scheme, which will pay 2/3 of the wages of staff unable to work. But financial support is much lower in Tier 2. Ms. Haywood said, "William agreed that we won't really see the true effects of the virus for many months, but was encouraged that businesses are pulling together by trying to help one another. The problem for a lot of businesses is being strangled by being in Tier 2 and people not being sure or able to get out and socialize, but they are being told to stay open with no support. This will be absolutely catastrophic." A royal aide said the issue of mental health was always at the forefront of William and Kate's minds. Asked what prompted William's call, they explained, "It's clear that different parts of the country are feeling the effects in different ways. The Duke has been spending a great deal of time speaking to, and where he can, meeting communities across the country that have been affected. The mental health of the nation is always a priority. And it will only be in the coming months that we see how acutely this is being affected by what is happening." Retail industry leaders are warning of a total of 255,000 job losses by the end of this year. Separately, the hospitality industry has raised the grim prospect of 750,000 job losses across pubs, restaurants and hotels by February next year. Shopping trips and bar or restaurant visits are down by around a third on a year ago, and the situation is particularly bad in cities. Renowned restaurateur Yota Madelanghi, who was at the Westminster protest, said, "I don't think hospitality has been proven to have spread corona. If it has, then shut us all down and give us furlough again, because otherwise you are killing really good businesses." The controversial decision to impose a 10 p.m. curfew on pubs and restaurants cut footfall after 6 p.m. by an average of 4.5%, which compares to a smaller decrease of 2.4% during the day. Alarmingly, the footfall in central London has collapsed by 60% compared with 2019. The decline in regional cities is around 50%, according to experts at Springboard, which promotes the hospitality industry. It confirms the ghost town status of many once thriving cities. Chief Executive of the Nighttime Industries Association, Michael Kill, said, "It's been horrendous. We are going to see some catastrophic results in terms of businesses deciding to close." Royal fans quickly praised William for checking in with struggling businesses, and sent their love to all of those affected by the new restrictions. One royal fan wrote, "So nice of Prince William to check on the hospitality industry. It's been the worst affected, lots of people struggling to keep their jobs or get the hours they need to keep food on the table. Another said, Liverpool is tier 3 right now with the strictest restrictions. It's nice of the Duke to check in with them at what must be a difficult time. Sending my love to the hospitality sector in Liverpool right now as well as rest of UK, gushed a third. Today the Duke became patron of 2 wildlife conservation charities after taking over the duties from the Queen and the Duke of Edinburgh. The new patronages are with Fauna and Flora International, FFI, and the British Trust for Ornithology, BTO. The Duke of Cambridge, who is now back in London at Kensington Palace after spending lockdown with his family in his countryside home of Anmer Hall in Norfolk, has a keen interest in preserving the natural environment for future generations. He recently took part in an ITV documentary which followed him for 2 years as he embarked on a global mission to mobilize action for the natural world. The royal had also launched his Earthshot Prize initiative, which is designed to reward 50 environmental pioneers with £1 million to further their work in tackling major problems impacting the environment.